Today is all about gut health and the 3 lies that you've been told about it. Hey guys, it's Ben from Learn ASP or Learn Australian Strength Performance. Welcome back to our channel, and today we'll be discussing gut health. There is a lot of information now on gut health, and gut health being the next best thing since sliced bread. So everyone's talking about it, but some of the lies that you guys have been told about gut health is staring you blatantly in the face because you do this every single day thinking that it's probably the best solution for your gut, but you don't realize that this could do you more harm than good. So now we're gonna delve into 3 main areas about gut health that you guys should understand for your own good. And also remember that gut health is such a big topic. There is so much to talk about it, but today we'll just be looking at these 3 lies that you've been told. So here's misconception number 1 for your gut. You are what you eat. How big is this statement? This statement is something where we all talk about. It is really what people express when they talk about fitness. You are what you eat. You should be eating healthy food, hence you are healthy. But you've got to understand the whole process of eating and digestion. Are you really what you eat? If you ate something and the food traveled down into your stomach and into your small intestines, then your large intestines and so forth, can you guarantee that that food is being digested well? Can you then guarantee that after digestion, the food is then broken down effectively and then absorbed by your cells and utilized effectively? Can you also guarantee that after digestion, absorption, assimilation, that you will also break down all the waste and pass it out properly through your poo? And so really, are you what you eat, or are you what you can digest? You are what you can assimilate, you are what you can absorb, and you are what you poo. And simply to say that digestion is not just a straightforward process of putting food in and expecting your body to churn out energy from that food. The efficiency for your body to do that depends on the individual. And so it's very important to understand that you are not exactly what you eat, but better said, you are what you can break down and absorb. One of the first organs that we need to look at is your stomach. After chewing and breaking down food mechanically with your mouth, the food then enters your esophagus and it goes down into your stomach. And in your stomach, that is the first main organ for the digestion of protein. And your stomach is very involved in the breakdown of protein. The majority of the protein gets broken down in your stomach before it enters the small intestine. But the environment that allows your stomach to break protein down is an acidic environment that requires HCl or hydrochloric acid. Now, majority of us, because of our stress lifestyle, because of the foods that we've taken in, do not effectively produce HCl. And so the ability then to digest protein and foods becomes diminished. So really, if you wanted to look at good gut health, start considering the digestion of protein in your stomach to begin. Do you have enough HCl? In fact, science has really shown us, studies have actually shown that nowadays there are a lot more issues to do with stomach problems. A lot of them will stem with things like acid refluxes, not digesting food properly. And so this really leads back to the lack of hydrochloric acid, not the overproduction of hydrochloric acid as most people commonly believe. So really a great supplement to add in is a HCl betaine, as well as a multi-spectrum enzyme that will really help you to digest and break down your foods. Because understand, in line number 1, you are not what you eat, but rather you are what you can digest, you are what you can absorb, assimilate, and you are what you poo. Misconception number 2, you should eat clean for gut health. Now really, who came up with this term, clean? What exactly is clean food? In the fitness world, when we talk about clean, we tend to refer to things like chicken breast or brown rice, potatoes, broccoli, specific foods that are really associated with bodybuilders or how people should eat in order to classify their food as clean. Now, this is a whole misconception because if you're eating these foods on a daily basis, day in, day out, so for example, if you're eating chicken breasts day in, day out, you tend to expose your body to the exact same proteins on a daily basis through multiple meals. Research has shown us that if you do so over time, you tend to build up an intolerance to a particular food. Now, you may not realize that you actually have an intolerance. An intolerance is not an allergy. It is not something that could kill you after eating a food, but it does cause inflammation. And a lot of the times, the inflammation that you will get from eating a food you are not aware of. Sometimes when you get up in the morning and you look at yourself, you're bloated. But you're not aware that you are bloated because it happens every day. It becomes the norm for you. Now, bloatedness could be a sign for the fact that perhaps you had something at dinner that could cause an intolerance. Now, remembering what I said earlier, if you expose yourself to the same foods day in, day out, you are more than likely to build up an intolerance to those particular foods. So think about this. If you expose yourself to chicken breast all the time, every single day, and that's your main source of protein, then you are more than likely to build up an intolerance to chicken breasts. Intolerances tend to lead to gut distress as well as inflammation, which also leads us back to our first point. That means now the digestion of your food becomes hampered. The absorption of your food becomes hampered because your gut doesn't have optimal function anymore. So really, is this clean diet doing you better or is it causing more harm? Understand that exposing yourself to the same foods at all times is probably not the best option. Learn to change, rotate your foods, expose yourself to different foods that could prevent the monotony of introducing the same proteins or the same foods over and over again. Now, misconception number 3. More fiber is better. Haven't we heard about that? Cereals advertising more fiber, multigrain breads, multi-wheat cereals. In fact, when we go outside, we're encouraged to eat a lot more vegetables and a lot more fiber. Now, is that the best solution for you? Now, understand a lot of vegetables also contain insoluble fibers. So fibers, you will get soluble fibers and insoluble fibers. If you're increasing the amount of fiber in your body, often you will tend to forget as well that you should be introducing water at the same time. So most people that up their fiber intake all at once without increasing water will tend to get constipation. That means at the end of the day, your gut won't be functioning well. So you are what you poo. And that's the premise of what we spoke about earlier. Now, if you're constipated, the quality of what comes out is all stuck in there. You are building up bacteria. You are not doing well with your digestion. So too much fiber can actually backfire and cause that. Remember, if you are looking to increase your fiber, which can be a good thing, be aware of how fast and how much you're introducing into your diet itself. Make sure you titrate it or increase it slowly to prevent yourself from clogging up, but also introduce more water into your nutrition plan, especially if you are exposing yourselves to more meals of more vegetables and fibers. Now also remember, some of you may have certain intolerances to particular fiber types. So for example, you may not do well with broccoli, you may not do well with cauliflower. Now just because your coach, your trainer tells you that broccoli is good for you, that doesn't mean it actually suits you as an individual. Allow your body to do the talking. Look at the signs, the biofeedback from your body. If you're eating broccoli and you bloat from eating broccoli, if you are getting flatulent from eating broccoli, then understand that that vegetable may not be suited for you. Choose different sources of vegetables to incorporate into your nutrition plan that would actually edify your gut rather than cause it to clog up. So is fiber the absolute term of taking fiber better for you? May not be the case. Don't rush into taking too much fiber at any one point of time and be smart on how you do that. I hope you guys enjoyed this really short talk on gut health, as well as the 3 misconceptions that is out there. Now, if you're interested in gut health, I've got a live seminar coming up Friday, the 24th of September, and this will be 12 o'clock Melbourne time, and the seminar is all about the gut. It's about the gut, body composition, and health, where we get to delve into understanding the gut a lot more, understand how it can impact your body composition and your health, including your mental aspect, how your thinking is being affected by the gut. So there's a lot to talk about. I hope you guys can join me then, but thank you for watching today's channel, and we'll see you next week. Do you know the most frustrating thing about fitness? It's when you're diving head in, giving it all you have, but are not achieving the same amazing results that your friend is. The worst part about that, they're doing exactly the same thing that you are. Now, I've been there and I've done that, and I've made a whole ton of mistakes in doing so. You will not have to go through the same route. In this channel, I will be covering training, nutrition, application, giving you the what to do's, what not to do's, and debunking the bro science and false hype. Here is where you accelerate your results. This paired with the learning platform I've just launched, learnasp.com, will help you understand your body better and tailor the application to yourself. Rediscover fitness, science-driven, easily relatable, and highly applicable.